Okay, Garrett's back with part 2 of my Defensor review. Next is going to be first aid. Now, these figures are interchangeable with the different parts of Defensor. They can be arms or legs. I actually tend to like Streetwise and first aid as legs. A lot of the pictures of Defensor, you see Groove is one of the legs. But they're interchangeable. I just think that Streetwise and First Aid are a little bit beefier. They just make better legs. So, First Aid, obviously, little white ambulance. Again, maybe little brother to Ratchet. Very, very nice detail on this vehicle. You know, all the little panel lines on the vehicle sculpted in nicely, the headlights and the bumper, all the windows painted. He's got the red light bar, nice little label down the side, emergency label down the side. This one's a little bit worn off on the back. A little squeaky when he rolls, but not too bad. He's got his Autobot symbol on the top, rub sign on the top, the Autobot symbol there on the front. This guy also, First Aid, is the doctor of the group. He hates seeing any machine in pain, even those who don't know it, like a broken street lamp or an overheated car. Compassionate, cautious, will restrict an Autobot to repair bay for faulty directional signal. Carries dual-barreled decrystallizer cannon, which basically looks pretty much the exact same as Streetwise's cannon. And a photon pistol. He has his little photon pistol right there. The decrystallizer cannon weakens metal by disrupting crystalline structure. Fish shoot laser beams used for welding in surgery, with fellow Protectobots combines to form Defensor. This is all from the TF Bible. As with Streetwise, a little hole in the back for his cannons to attach to, like so. Again, crazy giant cannons. They're just about as big as he is. Still, looks pretty cool in his vehicle mode, like so. This guy's got a fairly decent little robot mode. Fairly decent. You're gonna pull those two pieces apart, and it is a bit similar to Streetwise as well. And these are gonna come all the way around like so. Now, that's one thing. It's got these two little holes right here, and I still, for the life of me, cannot figure out what. I mean, I don't know. It's a little bit for. I guess the fists attach into there, but then again, he's got this hole too. So I guess maybe this hole's probably for when you do the feet. I know, I should know this, but sometimes it just gets confusing. But see, same sort of transformation on the legs as far as Streetwise. The front, or the hood's going to come up like so, just hang there on the back. Now, this one's arms are pretty stiff. They came out pretty easily. They're just going to pop out from the sides like so. And there we have First Aid with his little. Now his the holes in his hands to hold his gun are on the sides instead of the top, so his gun is a little bit different. The peg goes to the side here. And there is First Aid. I like this bot mode. Out of all of these, I think this one's got my favorite bot mode. Even though, you know, the legs aren't separate, they're just a big chunk there on the bottom. I tend to like this one a little bit better than the others. Now, like I said, I'm going to have him be one of Defensor's legs as opposed to an arm, as you see in most of the pictures. So basically, as with Streetwise, we're just going to put him back into his vehicle mode. Pop his arms back in. We're going to leave his head up there. Going to flip this around like that. And get Defensor's other foot, which is just going to go, oops, I have it backwards, right there into the hole on the bottom. This little piece is going to come up to cover up his knee. And there you have Defensor's other leg, his left leg, actually. You know, not much transformation there, I guess, with him, but I think, you know, once you get the two together, they just make a little bit more stable legs for Defensor. Alrighty, oops, taking the wrong one away. Alright, so there's first aid. Stay tuned, part 3 coming up soon.